Soichiro Honda was the son of a blacksmith. He was so poor that to put food on the table, he even babysat children, cleaned garages, and much more. Later on, his luck changed when he founded his namesake company, which became the world's largest motorbike manufacturer. His company Honda is the second largest company in Japan. Only Toyota is bigger than Honda in Japan. Honda Motor's annual revenue is over $121 billion and it has 204,000 employees. Soichiro Honda's story is a true rags-to-riches story, where he had no money and later he became one of the most powerful people in Japan. Want to know how he did it? Watch the full video. We at Business Chronicles tell the stories of extraordinarily successful people. Please subscribe to our channel to help us in making more videos. Soichiro Honda was born on the 17th of November 1906 in Komio Village, Iwata District, Shizuoka, not far from Hamamatsu. His mother Mika was a weaver and his father Gihei was a blacksmith. Honda had no interest in his schooling, but this did not mean he was not intelligent or industrious. Apparently, he decided to conceal his lack of application by forging his family stamp from a used rubber bicycle pedal cover, as his father ran a bicycle repair shop. The stamp was required to show the school that parents had read their children's reports. This worked for him, but when he branched out into forging stamps for his fellow students, his deception was uncovered. Honda hadn't realized that the stamps needed to be reversed so that they would come out the right way around on paper. His own surname was symmetrical when written vertically, so this didn't matter. But some of the names of his fellows were not symmetrical, so they came out backwards and he was caught. Honda was enamored of the sound and smell of vehicles even from a very young age. In later life, he described finding it thrilling to see the first car come through his small village and described the oily odor it gave off as seeming like perfume to him. He is said to have chased the car and rubbed the oil that leaked all over his face and hands. Soichiro's passion for engineering was cemented. At the age of 11, he rode 20 miles on a bicycle borrowed from his father to witness the novelty of an American aviator called Art Smith flying his plane. This was in 1917, and although Honda had no money to get into the event, he was able to watch from outside by climbing to the top of a tree. Witnessing Smith's flight left a deep and lasting impression on him that only stoked his passion further. At 15 and with no formal education, Honda set off to work in Tokyo. He answered a newspaper job advertisement to work in a garage, and his father reluctantly let him go. Overcoming some initial misgivings, as the owner was principally interested in using him as a babysitter, he learned his trade working as a mechanic for the next 6 years, before returning home in 1928 to open his own car repair business. In 1936, he took part in the first Japan automobile race at Tamagawa Speedway, but a crash in his turbocharged Ford left him with a serious injury to his left eye and convinced him to give up racing. His brother also sustained an injury. Soichiro founded Tokai Seiki in 1937 to make piston rings for Toyota. In 1944, towards the end of World War II, his Yamashita plant was destroyed in a bombing raid, and the following year the Iwata plant was leveled by the Mikawa earthquake. Following the war, Toyota bought the company's remaining undamaged assets from Honda for 450,000 yen, which he used to set up the Honda Technical Research Institute in 1946, which was quite an ambitious name considering that he was producing mopeds one at a time, each one featuring a tiny generator from an army radio and powered by fur oil that was stored in a rubber hot water bottle. But things eventually became more sophisticated. Between 1948 and 1951, he manufactured the Type A motorized bicycle, which featured the company's first mass-produced engine. In 1949, the Type D came along, and this was the proper motorcycle that included a pressed steel frame. It had a 2-stroke 98cc 3-horsepower engine and was the first Honda in its Dream series. Both types of motorcycles are now featured among the Society of Automotive Engineers of Japan's 240 landmarks of Japanese automotive technology. Following the war, Honda renewed his acquaintance with Takeo Fujisawa. This was someone who he had come to know while he was working as a piston ring supplier to the Nakajima Aircraft Company. Honda hired Fujisawa in 1949, and he provided valuable financial oversight for the company, which helped it to expand. 10 years later, the first Honda motorcycles dealership was opened in North America. With Soichiro Honda at the helm, Honda took the company from its shed-based beginnings to a billion-dollar multinational, producing some of the best-selling bikes in the world, outselling both Harley-Davidson and Triumph in their home markets. Honda stepped down as CEO in 1973 but retained the title of director. In 1983, he was also honored with the title of Supreme Advisor. Soichiro was so well respected that he managed to make People magazine's list of 25 most intriguing people of the year in 1980, in which they dubbed him the Japanese Henry Ford. Upon retirement, Honda threw himself into working to support the Honda Foundation. Retirement seems to have done nothing to slow down Soichiro's lust for life. He held a private pilot's license, skied, played golf, raced cars, enjoyed ballooning and hang gliding, and was an excellent artist. He and Takeo Fujisawa agreed that they would never insist that their sons join the business. But his son Hirotoshi seems to have inherited the mechanical gene, because he founded the renowned Honda tuner Mugen Motorsports of his own accord. Honda was the founder of two NGOs, the International Association of Traffic and Safety Sciences and the Honda Foundation. He was also elected to the position of Vice President of the Tokyo Chamber of Commerce and the Japanese Automotive Industry Association. He lectured at international conferences and explored the way that science and technology influence the environment. In 1982, ASME inaugurated the Soichiro Honda Medal to recognize outstanding achievements or significant engineering contributions in personal transportation. The Automotive Hall of Fame near Detroit inducted him in 1989. During his life, Honda came up with a remarkable 470 inventions and 150 patents. In recognition of his achievements, he was awarded honorary doctorates by Michigan Technical University and Ohio State University. He was awarded Japan's Blue Ribbon, the highest honor his country could bestow, and many others besides. Soichiro Honda died of liver failure on August 5, 1991 at the age of 84, and was survived by his wife Sachi and their 3 sons. His death came only days before the Hungarian Grand Prix, and when Ayrton Senna won the race, he dedicated his victory to Honda. Bill Gates once said, "If you are born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake." The comment from Bill Gates looks not very realistic, but if you look at Soichiro Honda's life, we can say, Bill Gates, you are right. If Soichiro Honda can build the world's 6th largest car company with no money, anyone can do it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this.